television, and motion pictures. After several years in real estate and banking, Clell accepted an executive sales management position with the largest privately held internet service provider in the United States. In 2001, he founded Hamm Hearing Aid Center in Wilmington, North Carolina, and currently serves as the legislative chairman of the North Carolina Association of Hearing Care Professionals. John has been awarded numerous distinguished national and regional professional awards and is recognized for his advocacy and entrepreneurial vision. Clell began collecting art in the early 2000s with a focus on 19th century American works. He co-founded the North Carolina Gallery of Fine Art in 2018 with his good friend and art conservator John Short. Clell has a wife and 2 sons and considers his family his greatest blessing. The title of his icebreaker is Know My Values, Know Me. Please welcome Clell to the lectern.
Icbreaker, right? Icbreaker.
Yes.
Well, I own a hearing aid practice, so I get to see Icbreaker most days. And these are people who have the good sense to take advantage of the technology that's available to help them hear better so they can have a better quality of life. So, Icbreaker. It is my position, if you know a person's values, then you know that person. If you know a person's values, then you know that person. So rather than tell you about the things I've accomplished or what I've done, I prefer to tell you who I am, be a little more intimate today. And the best way I can do this is share with you some of the principles that guide me daily. The first principle came to me when I was a very young boy. I was about 5 years old. And I was at a dentist appointment. And I was getting my first filling. And it was a very scary thing, right? And they're getting ready to they're going to administer the nitrous oxide and put the mask on my face. And I'm freaking out a little bit. And the dental assistant is a little less than kind and patient. Maybe she had a hard day. But it hurt my feelings. It made an impact on me. And so the following weekend, I'm with my grandparents, and I'm sharing the story about this mean lady at the dentist office. And my grandfather, after I finish the story, he takes me into his kitchen, and he takes a little magnet off the refrigerator. And he says, "Read this to me, son." And so I read it, and it said, "It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. It's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice." And he said, "You know, the next time you're with that lady, you might want to share this with her." Well, of course I didn't do that. I was 5 years old, right? But I didn't lose the lesson. And so, for me, my motto is nice yet strong. So principle number 1 for me is, it's nice to be important, however, it's more important to be nice. Principle number 2, treat others the way you would want to be treated. Right? Treat others the way you would want to be treated. We've all heard it called the golden rule. And so when I find myself in a position where I'm having to make a decision or take an action that's going to impact or affect someone else, I really try to imagine, how would I feel if I was that person? How would I want to be treated? And then I act accordingly. So that's principle number 2, treat others the way you would want to be treated. Principle number 3, do what you say you're going to do. Do what you say you're going to do. Your word is your bond. Keeping your word is the best way to earn trust. Breaking your word is the quickest way to lose trust. And therefore, I value trust. It's too hard to earn to lose quickly. So if I give any of you my word, I'm going to do everything in my power to honor it. Principle number 4, I call the lemonade principle. We've all heard the saying, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, right? Or there's an adage that says, in every adversity, there is the seed to an equal or greater benefit. In every adversity, there is the seed to an equal or greater benefit. We're all going to encounter trouble and problems. And rather than getting dispirited or focusing on how unfair it seems, when I'm confronted with a problem or a challenge, I like to look at it as an opportunity. How can I turn this into a positive outcome? How can I defy the odds? And when I'm focusing on a solution, it's hard to be negative. You're in a much more positive mindset. And I find that's a very good strategy. So principle number 4, make lemonade. Principle number 5 is the principle of personal accountability. It's owning your stuff. Some people might use a different S word, right? Own your stuff. And I find that when I make mistakes, I try to admit it. It's no fun. It hurts your ego sometimes. None of us like to fail. But as Eric was saying earlier, that's how we grow. That's how we learn. That's why we're here in Toastmasters. So these principles that I'm sharing with you today, I hope give you a little better insight as to who I am and my values. And I feel quite confident we share these values. I mean, they're very much in line with the core principles of Toastmasters International. I also want to take this opportunity to let you know how much I'm looking forward to being a part of this tribe and getting to know each of you better. And I really look forward to your feedback, and I appreciate your willingness to want to help me and support me as I try to overcome my concerns or anxiety about speaking in public. I do a lot of speaking on television. I've been on many boards. I love dealing with people one-on-one, but there's something about getting in front of a group that's a little disconcerting. So part of why I'm here is to try to improve that. And I also want you to know that I'm looking forward and I'm committed to helping you achieve your goals in Toastmasters as well. So thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.